Roman Reigns to replace injured Sami Zayn with Monster OTC to call ex-AEW star. 4 things WWE could be planning for Survivor Series. War Games. WWE Survivor Series. War Games 2024 is just around the corner, and the Stanford-based company has announced just one match for the show so far. That is Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. The premium live event will broadcast live from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada, on November 30. Survivor Series. War Games 2024 could be a very eventful night. The creative team could be planning some big things for the Canadian spectacle, which could set the tone for the final month of the year. Seth Rollins prevailed over Bronson Reed after a hard-fought battle at the Crown Jewel 2024 premium live event. However, the latter attacked the former on this week's episode of Raw. Reed made his presence felt during the fatal 4-way match, which was being held to determine Gunther's next challenger, to cost the Visionary a potential win. Given how things unfolded, Rollins could face the Australian star in a rematch at Survivor Series, War Games 2024. However, the creative team could spice things up by booking the duo in a last-man-standing match, which would be the perfect match type to end this rivalry. Damian Priest won the fatal 4-way match on Raw to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Archer of Infamy will likely face Gunther at Survivor Series, War Games 2024. However, the high-profile match may see the ring general drop his gold due to Goldberg's interference. The 57-year-old veteran got involved in a confrontation with the Imperial leader at Bad Blood 2024 and could return at Survivor Series, War Games 2024, to cost the latter a potential win. As mentioned earlier, the original Bloodline will lock horns with Solo Sikoa's Bloodline at Survivor Series, War Games 2024. However, both teams have yet to add the 5th member to their ranks. That may change shortly, as Roman Reigns could have former AEW star Cody Rhodes join him against the heel stable in the 2024 Men's War Games match. The American Nightmare could be revealed as the final member of the original Bloodline, much to the delight of fans. Sami Zayn reunited with Roman Reigns on the latest episode of SmackDown. While it seemed as if the honorary youth was going to join forces with Solo Sikoa, that was not the case, as the former hit the self-proclaimed tribal chief with a brutal haluva kick to join forces with Reigns. However, this may not sit down well with the Bloodline. The heel stable could target Zayn, taking him out just before the match to weaken Reigns' faction. This may force Roman to replace an injured Sami with a monster. The superstar in question is Zilla Fatu, who is the son of late legend Umaga. He has been rumored to debut shortly in the Stanford-based promotion, and he could be Sami Zayn's replacement if the new Bloodline injures the 40-year-old star. At Survivor Series, War Games, WWE always pulls out all the stops, and with a recent injury to Sami Zayn, this year's event may be set for an even more dramatic turn. As fans eagerly await the action-packed lineup, speculation around Roman Reigns' next move within the Bloodline is mounting. Reigns, known for his meticulous plotting and high-stakes strategies, now faces the challenge of replacing one of his most reliable allies, Sami Zayn, with an intimidating powerhouse to make the Bloodline even more formidable. Here are 4 potential directions WWE could take with Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline for Survivor Series, War Games, including a potential call to an ex-AEW star who might just fit perfectly into WWE's landscape. With Sami Zayn out of action, WWE has an exciting opportunity to inject fresh energy into the Bloodline. Zayn, a fan favorite, brought a unique dynamic to the group with his charisma and sly humor. But his departure from active competition, even if temporary, gives Reigns the chance to pivot the group's energy to something more ruthless and destructive. A monster addition. Perhaps someone with a towering physique and an intimidating in-ring style could elevate the Bloodline's presence at War Games. Someone like Bronson Reed could fit the bill perfectly. Reed's brute strength and sheer power would make him an intimidating force at Reigns' side. His domination in the ring aligns with the kind of intensity Reigns values, and his inclusion could be Reigns' strategic attempt to ensure dominance in the match, where every competitor must bring raw power and adaptability. This monster approach could mean Reigns is building toward a new Bloodline era, focused more on intimidation than intrigue. perhaps returning the group to its earlier days when Roman's physical dominance was its signature. If WWE wants a younger talent to step in and rejuvenate the bloodline, Braun Breaker from NXT is an excellent choice. Breaker's star power has been on the rise, and he's proven himself as a tenacious competitor with an aggressive in-ring style. Pairing him with Reigns could be WWE's way of foreshadowing a potential main roster call-up. But even as a temporary addition for War Games, Breaker would add an explosive, energetic edge to the bloodline. Breaker's alliance with Reigns could be a perfect fit for Survivor Series, especially if the team is facing an equally dominant faction. With his wrestling pedigree, Breaker could draw fan interest from both the main roster and NXT audiences, adding to the spectacle of the event. Furthermore, joining forces with Reigns could be his ticket to learn from the best and eventually claim his place as a powerhouse on the main roster. If Breaker were to join, Reigns could leverage him as the muscle of the group, while also sowing seeds for a potential rivalry down the line. Reigns' tribal chief character thrives on keeping his allies loyal but under control, and if Breaker were to display hints of independence, it could set the stage for a future showdown between the two. WWE has been known to make bold decisions, especially for high-stakes matches like War Games. With Triple H at the creative helm, there's been speculation that WWE might reach out to a former AEW star to step in for Sami Zayn. This wouldn't be unheard of. We've already seen several high-profile AEW names move to WWE, and the timing couldn't be better for another crossover. Wardlow, for instance, would make an incredible addition to the bloodline, and he fits the profile of a monster that Reigns might seek out. With his impressive physique, aggressive in-ring presence, and his ability to stand toe-to-toe with anyone, Wardlow could easily be portrayed as Reigns' next enforcer. His arrival would make a significant impact at Survivor Series, War Games, especially if he's portrayed as a surprise weapon against WWE's established superstars. This potential move would bring shock value and underscore WWE's willingness to court top talent from rival promotions. Wardlow's alignment with the bloodline could also serve as a stepping stone for him to make a significant mark on WWE's landscape. Reigns could mold him as a protege, showing the audience that he's not just bringing in a hired gun, but investing in a powerful, loyal addition to his faction.